Going on, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. First live stream in quite the longest while. This might be the longest time I've gone without a live stream. I do apologize about that. However, we're here. We're not gone. We're rocking and rolling. We're going to get down to it. So, yeah. Let's see here. All right. Let's see who's going to be the first one to join the Platinum Beast live stream. Let's see. All right. Let's see who's going to be the first one to join the Platinum Beast live stream. All right, we got 2 likes, so that's good. Must be somebody else up in here. My guess is Shadow Worker Niels Han Dynasty. Let's see who's going to be the first one. Let us see. All right. We could get a quiz going, I reckon. Start a poll. Let's see. All right, we got our poll going. We got 2 people up in here. Oh, Mr. Bob. What's going on, Mr. Bob? Good to see ya. Long time no see. I know that's my fault, but nevertheless, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're able to get some stacking going in the meantime since I've been AFK, so to speak. Let's take a look at spot price right about now. Gold's still closing in on that $3,000 mark. Platinum and palladium both below 1,000. I mean, it's getting ridiculous, y'all. It is getting absolutely ridiculous how the ratio of silver, gold to platinum and palladium. I mean, it's wild. 3 ounces of platinum doesn't even equal an ounce of gold. Like, what in the world is this world we're living in? That is unheard of. And it's unreal, if I'm being honest. Let me take a look at something here. Let's see. Yeah, gold closing in on 3,000 is wild. Wild. So what's your latest pickup been, Mr. Bob? Oh, you voted gold. Very nice. I don't blame you, if I'm being honest. Seems like for a while now, we've been not dipping on gold, right? Gold has not been dipping. This metal is getting expensive, y'all. Just wildly expensive. I mean, it's really getting out of reach for the average man or woman. I haven't picked up anything more than a 10,000. I can't even tell you how long it's been. It has been quite some time, that's for sure. So yeah, those pesos want to complete another tube. Nice, Mr. Bob. Not a bad option, if I'm being honest. Pesos are pretty reasonably priced. So if you're looking to pick something up, that's not a bad option at all. What's the going rate right now on those pesos? Let's take a look at fine bullion prices. And let's go over there and see what we got. 160 looks like the best price from Pimbex Metals. I never even heard of them. Unfortunately, looks like they have free shipping at $2.99, so you'd have to buy something else. Looks like Bullion Standard. Of course, I reckon Liberty on eBay has them for 165.47. What is that with 3% back? I mean, you might be able to beat that a little bit. Let's see, 165.47 times 0.03 minus 165.47 was 160.50. Not terrible, but also not the best. I mean, you're still looking at 14.5% over spot. Much better than anything else in its own size range and category. What's going on, Jesse Martinez? Selling Proof 70 Platinum as we speak. 2010, 2011, buying silver bullion. Making the switch from platinum to silver, huh? That's an interesting take, if I'm being honest. Darn, Dosi Medio isn't any better deal either. 205, that's crazy. Nice. Proof 70 Platinum. Are you talking American Platinum Eagle, Jesse Martinez, or are you talking something else? Because all you said was Proof 70. So I reckon you're talking, it's graded at a 70 and it's PF. So something proof. Is it an Eagle? If it is, that's pretty cool. I like the Proof Eagles. Eagle, nice. Yeah, I do like the Proof Eagles. I only have this one right now, but I got it for a pretty steal of a deal. $3.15, not too bad on a 1/4 ounce Proof Platinum Eagle. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. You got a perfect 70 though. 2010, 2011. That's pretty great. And hopefully you're able to make a pretty solid trade on that for some silver, if that's what you're after. Hopefully you're able to get something good out of it. All right, you're welcome. You're welcome, Jesse Martinez. You are very welcome, my friend. Hope you're doing well. But I don't know, though. Like, platinum is pretty low right now. I mean, we're on a little bit of a dip, if I'm being honest. I don't know why that is. See, people keep saying electric cars, but y'all, nobody's buying them things. And I'm not just trying to spout, false media or whatever, but I just don't get it. I'm not really seeing electric automobiles taking off. I mean, dealers are selling gas 10 times as much as they are selling electric, so I don't really get it, but it is what it is. Let's see here. Jesse Martinez in the building. All right. Silver's not going any lower than 32 either. It's been there for a hot minute, so to speak. Let's see something here. All right. Best deals right now on 1/10 ounce platinum is Liberty Coin has 123.09 for random date Britannias. Not bad. Not bad at all. Which I'm still working on filling up my tube. I don't know how many I have now at this point. Looks like I've got a reasonable amount. About 5 different Britannias in my Britannia tube. So I just need 20 more. And then we will have ourselves a full tube of Britannias. So that's pretty cool. Need just 20 more. Maybe we can do that this year. Who knows? Who knows where we'll end up? Tubes keep me motivated. Yes, sir. Concurring Lion. That's right. They keep me motivated too. I made a video recently on these barber tubes I finally was able to fill. And I filled a platinum tube, a 1/10 ounce tube just like this, with 1.5 ounces of platinum. So that was pretty cool. And it does keep you motivated because seeing half empty tubes is just frustrating. If I'm being honest, it is just not fun. It's not fun having a half full tube. You want to get that thing filled up. So, yeah, they definitely keep you motivated, that's for sure. All right, somebody voted crypto. Interesting choice, if I'm being honest. Crypto is one thing that I have not dabbled in whatsoever thus far. I just can't really get to myself to do it. I know a lot of people have told me I should, but darn, I mean, it just isn't something that really appeals to me. What is Bitcoin going for these days anyways? Bitcoin value. I mean, every time I look at it, I'm like, why didn't I buy? But at the same time, look at that. One day it's gone down that much. Darn. 5 days down. 1 month. Goodness gracious. It's taking a bath, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean, I really don't get it, so to speak. I mean, I do, but I also don't. And I'm also nervous on crypto that something else will replace it that's even better at some point, right? Nothing can really replace gold, platinum, and silver. They say crypto does, but does it, right? We're looking at gold and it's twice what it was 5 years ago. So I'm not really seeing the replacement theory add up on that front. Now, a lot of people will say, well, look at the increase. Well, yeah, I get that on Bitcoin, but if you want to say that one asset has outperformed another, that's one thing. But to say one asset replaces another, well, I want to see the one being replaced go in the toilet, not continue to climb up alongside, right? I don't know. That's just me, though. Maybe I'm just crazy and don't know what I'm talking about. But regardless, I don't see myself ever really getting into the crypto. And of course, somebody named Crypto hops in the live stream. Welcome, Crypto. Planning to spend my crypto gains on more precious metals. Very nice. Very nice. And I know a lot of people like to do that. A lot of people like to take their crypto gains and then flip it into metals because they're more confident in metals and they just like making money off crypto. And there's nothing wrong with that. I wish I had the nerve, so to speak, to do something like that, but I don't personally. But that's really just me, kind of. That's just kind of my risk tolerance, if you will. Knowing me, I would have bought Bitcoin when it was almost 100 grand and I'd be down 20%. So that's wild. Gold doesn't drop really 20% in that short amount of time almost ever. It's a few percent here, a few percent there, but dang, 20 daggum percent is wild. So yeah, I think that's what mainly keeps me out of the crypto sphere, so to speak. So yeah, and look at this, y'all. Platinum Eagle, Gold Eagle, Silver Eagles. I mean, all the Eagles. America, baby. Where's Shadow Work when you need him? All he stacks is Eagles. But yeah, super stoked to have that first Gold Eagle in my stack. I didn't have a Gold Eagle. I've got a $20 St. Gaudens, which is kind of like an eagle, but not quite. Historically, I think it's cooler, but every good American should probably have one of every eagle in their stack, at least of some sort. I prefer metal, but I have a fraction of Bitcoin. Okay, nothing wrong with that. I diversify as well. I like the S&P 500 personally, and I've got a huge amount in that. And I also like SCHD, the Charles Schwab Dow Jones 100 Fund. That one's really cool. I like that one a lot. So I've got a huge chunk in that, and I've got some other stuff. But yeah, nothing wrong with diversification. Some people like to diversify in Bitcoin. So there's definitely nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Let's see here. What's going on, Shadow Work? Welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for continuing to being a member. And a super thank you, especially continuing being a member when I've been so lackluster on my channel, man. I really kind of feel bad for all of my members who pay to support the channel. month in and month out, and some months are real slow as far as content. So thank you for your continued support, Shadow Work. I can't thank you enough, and thank you for being a loyal moderator, channel member, follower, all that good stuff. Y'all definitely should get to know Shadow Work. He's a good guy if you don't know him. Will Mexico tax us on silver? Well, I don't really know, Jesse Martinez. I don't really know if Mexico will tax us on silver. That'd be unfortunate, wouldn't it? Bye-bye. And Libertads were never really reasonably priced, but bye-bye reasonably priced Libertads. That's for certain. We got a good amount in America already, I reckon, so that might impact their decision, because we might just start trading our own Libertads. But I'm sure for new Libertads, that would kind of hurt. So actually, it'd probably hurt it overall, if I'm being honest. Because people would see the price of new Libertads and want to buy old Libertads, and then demand for old Libertads would go up, causing the price for them to go up, and it would just cause a mess. I really think there's a limit to that kind of thing, though. I think there's a limit to stackers and their idea of buying silver. There's still people who buy Libertads, but it's one of the most expensive kind of bullion types, if you will, already. And people justify it in their mind and they still buy it, but I think there's a limit to that. I don't know. So Mexico might not be too wise for them to start taxing silver. Just completed your wheel of eagles, one of each denomination in every metal offering, 301 constitutional dollars. Just completed wheel of eagles, one of each denomination in every metal offering, 301 constitutional. Okay, so what you're saying, Shadow Work, is you got the 1/10 ounce gold, 1/4 ounce gold, 1/2 ounce gold, 1 ounce gold. The same for platinum, 10th, quarter, half, whole. And then what? Palladium, 1 ounce, and silver 1 ounce? Is that what you're talking? Would that add up? Because what is it? $5 on the Eagle, $10 on the Platinum Eagle, $25, let's see, 10, 25, 50, 100. So that'd be 35, 80, 185. Okay, yeah, I think that's what you're talking, right? One of each of the eagles, so 1 silver eagle, 4 gold eagles, 4 platinum eagles, and a palladium eagle, essentially. I only like the old Libertads. Yeah, me too, Mr. Bob. Me too. I like the old ones. I mean, I like the new ones all right, but the old ones are way cooler. I like the design. I like the lettered edge. I like all that stuff on the old Libertads. That's for sure. That's correct, Platinum East. Very nice, Shadow Work. What was the last one you had to get? Was it the 1/10 ounce platinum? Because I tell you what, I'll probably never pick up another one, because I'll probably never find another one below 150, which is my limit for 1/10. But I am glad I got this, because I also have the quarter and the half. I just need the whole ounce. And then gold, I've got some work to do. I got to get the quarter, the half, the whole, and then I need the palladium as well. So there is that. But was the 1/10 ounce platinum the last one you had to buy? Oh, and thank you for saying that about my stack, Shadow Work. I appreciate it. Obviously, this isn't my whole stack. I still have a lot of other stuff in the deep stack. I took my tube of koalas and kookaburras to my permanent stash location, which is away from where I live. So that's tucked away. I don't know if y'all will see that for a while, but I've got lots of stuff to show y'all. That's for sure. I'm also planning a new video here soon. What's interesting, and y'all can let me know your opinion of this, but Whenever I make, like on my channel, right, my recent 2 videos are, one's gold and one's silver. Nothing to do with platinum, right? So what I'm thinking I might do, and this is as clickbaity as it gets, really, but what I'm thinking I might do is I might revolve a lot of my video content around comparing platinum to silver and gold, right? So that I can drive traffic to my channel, but also tell people about platinum. Because I feel like a lot of people just kind of pass over the platinum videos. It's very rare that my platinum videos do well, and that makes sense because most people stick to gold and silver. But if I make videos about gold and silver, and I do stack gold and silver, so it's not 100% fake videos, I can kind of maybe open more people's eyes. I don't know. But my last couple videos did real well, and they have nothing to do with platinum. And then when you look at the ones before it, it's like not doing too hot. So who knows? Who knows what I'll decide to do? It's anybody's guess, really. But, yeah. So I'm thinking I might end up doing at least some of that. Maybe I'll still make some 100% platinum focused videos, but yeah. What's going on, Vegas Stacker? Welcome to the live stream. Glad you could make it. Glad to see you, my friend. Great idea, platinum base. Oh, well, thank you, Shadowwork. I appreciate that. I really do. I tell you, man, I'm ready for it to get warm. I don't know about y'all, but down here in the south, it's still pretty chilly outside, and it's March. Like, come on. I'm sick of going to work in the cold. Let's see here. All right. All right, it only feels cold when the wind is blowing. What's going on, Dustery? What's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, I can agree with that. It's only cold when it's windy. It's also like a humid cold down here in the south, so it probably is up in the north too, honestly. But down here in the south, we get this like nasty coldness. It feels miserable. Of course, I reckon y'all are probably used to it up north and out in certain parts of the west. If only we had a crystal ball, Shadowwork. I agree. Robert, Mr. Bob, I agree with that. Started from the bottom and worked up. Should have worked from the top down. Took me 3 years. So gold 3 years ago was much cheaper. Oh, yeah. I agree. I'm kind of bummed I've only got the 1/10 ounce and I had to pay $300-something for it. I'm not looking forward to paying $3,000 for a gold eagle. My goodness. It's insane. It's really and truly insane. But I'll get there someday. Even if I have to trade up and stack small stuff in the meantime like I've been doing and like y'all been seeing, we will get there at some point. But yeah, I agree, Mr. Bob. If only we had a crystal ball. That'd work out real well in our favor. That's for sure. Because then we could prepare, right? The ultimate prepping. Knowing what's going to happen before it happens so that you can prepare efficiently and effectively. I don't get cold going to work, but then I am retired. Must be nice, Mr. Bob. Must be real nice. One day I'll be retired, and hopefully my stack will be massive. I'm still young enough that I got, hopefully, Lord willing, a good number of years ahead of me. So in the meantime, we'll be building up the stack. That's for sure. Yep, Mr. Bob. Child of Light, what's going on, Child of Light? These gold numbers we've been seeing might be the new normal. I'm thinking it is, Child Light. I'm thinking it is. I'm not thinking we're going to see anything anywhere near what we used to see. I think this is just the new normal. It's kind of like real estate, right? I don't have a house, unfortunately, that I own. And so I'm kind of bummed, right? Because I could have probably put something together back when starter homes were 150 pre-year 2020. And now starter homes are 350 post-year 2020. That was only 5 years ago. So more than double in just a few years. Darn it if I shouldn't have bought a darn home back then. But hopefully that'll work all itself out. I mean, wages have gone up to an extent in certain areas and stuff like that. So who knows? Maybe it'll all work itself out. I'm not too worried about it. I do have my stack, which is nice. I've got other investments, so I'm covered to an extent. But having a house would be nice with some land or something. I tell you. Because there's only so much of that. It's kind of like stacking land. There's only so much the world has to offer. I like junk silver and pre-33 gold. Yeah, Child of Light, I do too. I do too, especially barbers. I don't know if you're a barber fan, but I love barbers. I now have one full tube, and look at that wear. This is a dime tube, and that's how much is gone. That's crazy. Like if this was full of rosies, it'd go all the way up. So that's just wild to think about. But yeah, I do love the barbers. They're usually way worn, but they have a little bit of premium on them. So I find it worth it. I don't really get anything older than the barbers, but yeah. But I like all junk silver too. I like rosies. A lot of people don't, but it's dirt cheap silver. You can't be beat. And it's fractional and stuff. I mean, it's a solid play, that's for sure. It was actually the easiest 3K I ever spent. Actually, very confident purchase. Oh yeah, Shadow Work. Oh yeah. I mean, like Child of Light said, I don't think we're gonna see much lower cost and stuff like that. As far as gold, I'm not thinking it's gonna go down any substantial amount. Like we're floating at 29, 25 right now. I'm thinking absolute worst case drop dead scenario. The lowest it may ever be again is like 2,500, which would be that would hurt. Don't get me wrong. Buying gold right now and then it going to 2,500 would hurt. But long gone are the days of sub 2,000. I mean, that's just what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're not going to see that at all. And I'm not saying we're even going to see the 2,500. We may never see that again either. But I'm thinking that that's probably the very bottom. I'm talking like 2008 all over again type of scenario. Gold might go down to 2,500. Which is still one of the best assets to hold because housing went down to like zero. And that's real estate in a way. Now it bounced back within a few years. So if you were able to hold and weather the storm, then all right, you didn't do too bad. But if you have a mortgage and you're being laid off and you can't pay for your house, so you lose the house and then nobody's buying houses because nobody has any money, that's insane. So I think a good indicator too was the year 2020, right? When everything hit the fan and it all went straight in the toilet, you saw the stock market just, what do they call it? Black Tuesday or something? Some crazy like that. Everything went straight down except gold held strong enough. It went down a little bit, but I'll be danged if it didn't hold stronger than anything else. I saw platinum drop like 40% in a day or something. And then silver just went to the crapper. I mean, what was it, like $10, $15 an ounce? Goodness. I mean, it was crazy. Crazy times, that's for sure. Let's see here. Let's see, 3-bedroom in South Carolina in 1976. Very nice, Mr. Bob. Sold my first house for $22,000. Oh my goodness. Man, if I could buy a house, a 3-bed in South Carolina for $22K, shoot. I'd be straight up buying that. I'd drop everything and go live out there. That's just crazy. Crazy stuff. 22,000 ounces of silver is about $770K. Was it a big house at $22K? 22,000 ounces of silver. Well, I don't think he sold it for 22,000 ounces of silver. Was silver $1 an ounce back in 1976? Because that's wild. How much was it? Now I got to look it up. 1976 price of silver spot. $4.35. Okay. Average closing price was $4.35 an ounce in 1976. Sorry, I got to run, Platinum Beast. Have a great stream and keep up the great work. All right, will do. Shadow Work, thank you for dropping by. I appreciate seeing you, my friend, and thank you for being a loyal member and moderator of the channel. And I hope to see you sometime in the near future. Let's see here. Let's see. Only have one tube of very good condition Barber halves and one Barber dime in extremely fine condition. Oh, that's cool, Child of Light. I'm not really into the grading and stuff. These are all slicks. I just like having them just because they're old and cool. But yeah, I'm much more of a stacker than I am a collector. But that's cool you got those. That's real nice. I got a couple tubes of Barber dimes, more Mercs. Yeah, Mercs are cool. Mercs are very, very cool. I like Merc dimes. Them are some real cool dimes. I'm thinking it might never go below 2,800, but we can only speculate. I can agree with that, Child of Light. I can agree. I'm thinking 2,500 would be an absolute stock market crash type of scenario where people are selling that 5% of their assets that they have in gold to fund loans they have and stuff like that from a business standpoint. But it would only reach that if it were some catastrophe scenario. I think you are closer to the number at 2,800. That would be on like just a general dip kind of scenario. Maybe a heavier dip, like, I don't know. When's the heaviest dips? It seems like end of the year is when precious metals dip the most, maybe. Or maybe January. I don't really know. But, yeah. 1976 is just wild. Yeah, $4.35 an ounce in 1976, Child of Light. Yep. That's crazy. Man, if we could get silver for that price right now, my goodness. You still got that Palladium Dancer half? No, I don't, retired and broke, unfortunately. I got rid of that a good while ago. I wish I did. Well, actually, no, I guess I don't wish I did, because back then, palladium was like $3,000 an ounce. So I actually made out like a bandit on that, because that was like a half-ounce palladium they paid me like $1,300 or $1,400 for. And, yeah, that'd be worth like $500 right now. Yep, sold for cash. Yep. Hey, I think I made a mistake and bought a 50-gram bar of gold instead of platinum. I feel like I messed up. Well, Mateo, 50-gram bar of gold would get you a 150-gram bar of platinum, so you can always trade. I mean, you haven't lost any money, really, unless you paid an exorbitant premium on that bar. You haven't lost any real money. Somebody will trade you, probably. 2,500 gold is priced in on a chart high ceiling. Okay, interesting. I snapped up a Platinum Eagle. My LCS guy wasn't thrilled to sell it, so I paid dearly. Oh, man. Well, I'm glad you were able to pick that up, Concurring Line, because they're not making any more right now. Now, in the past, the U.S. Mint has done that where they've ceased production, but then they brought it back, so they could always bring it back. But right now, they're not making any more, so if you were able to pick that up, my friend, good on you, because they're not very easy to come by since they quit making them. Paid $4,600. Wow, that's not actually a bad price, Mateo, if I'm being honest. You can get about 4.5 ounces of platinum for that. So if you want to trade, you could make the trade on that. Probably wouldn't be too difficult to do, if I'm being real honest with you. But yeah. I like that. Yeah, there's something about platinum. It's so cheap right now. It's so hard to buy gold. I had to get this gold eagle just cuz, but it's difficult to make that decision to buy some gold when platinum is so daggum dirt cheap. Been buying a lot of platinum. Very nice, Mateo. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that, my friend. It's definitely, in my opinion, the cheapest metal right now. I know silver fiat-wise is cheaper, but its increase has been a lot more than platinum has in more recent years. So I'm thinking platinum. I'm still confident on platinum, honestly. If I'm just being real honest with y'all, I am. No one likes platinum for some reason. Yeah, I agree, Mateo. And I was actually just talking about that earlier in the live stream, in that my recent videos speak for themselves, right? I made a gold video recently, I made a silver video recently, and I've made some platinum videos. And the gold and silver videos get way more views on the channel. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is make videos about gold and silver, and in the videos compare them to platinum and stuff like that, just so I can kind of drive more traffic and maybe open more people's minds. I mean, who knows? But yeah, so I'm thinking that might be a strategy I might try to take on as far as my video production. Because like I said, whenever I make gold or silver videos, people watch them like no other. Gold videos go off the charts. Silver videos do pretty good. Platinum videos, nobody cares. It's kind of interesting, to say the least. What's going on, Zach Johnson? Thank you for being a loyal member of the channel for all this time, even when I've been away for what seems like forever. Thank you so much, Zach Johnson, for your support. Thank you for being a loyal moderator of the channel as well, and thank you for hopping in our live stream today. How's it going, Beast? Hope it's good down in Georgia. Well, it is pretty good down here, if I'm being honest. We're starting to warm up a little bit, so that's kind of nice. It's been kind of an overcast day today, a little sprinkly with the rain and stuff. Not too bad, but just kind of dreary. But overall, good. Everything's going well down here. Hope everything is well with you as well. 900 to 1100 to mine platinum. LOL, super cheap. Oh yeah, retired and broke. I agree. APMEX has 10-ounce platinum Pamp Swiss bar. Nice. Oh, very cool. I'll have to check that out. Let me see what that entails. Yeah, if you could have a 10-ounce bar, that'd be epic. 10 ounces is like $10,000. What's wild about that is, let's see, do they have it priced at $10,000? Because if they have it priced lower than $10,000, that doesn't even trigger a tax thing. Let's see, price high to low. Wow. Yeah. Okay, so it's a little over 10,000, but still. Wow, and they got a lot of 10-ounce bars. They got a Johnson Matthey bar. They got an APMEX bar. They got secondary market 10-ounce bars. Darn. They got a lot of 10-ounce bars. They got a whole kilogram of platinum. You see that? That Valcambi with a kilogram of platinum. Imagine having that. Oh, my goodness. Gracious. A whole kilogram of platinum for $33,000. That is wild. What I'm always interested in is the 5-ounce platinum bars. They have any of them right now? Let's see. It doesn't look like it. They got the 100 gram. They got some collectible stuff. Don't really see a 5 ounce. The 5 ounces are rare, like really rare. Okay, so they got a little platinum lunar mouse. That's kind of cool. They got a 50 grammer. Nice. Yeah, Amex has some cool stuff. Cool stuff. Let's see. Yeah, they do. What does oh, they got the 2025 1/25 ounce Platinum Philharmonic on sale for $61.35. It's not bad. Well, as low as. It's kind of cool. What does Hero have? Occasionally, Hero will have some cool stuff. That's where I got my Platinum Cat coin right here, which is pretty cool for not that much money. Oh, wow. They got some 1/3 ounce for $29 over melt. That's insane. That's not a bad price at all on the 1/3 ounces. They got the Marlin, the Humpback, the Leopard. That is not a bad price. They just need the Dolphin. Looks like they sold all the Dolphins. I kind of wonder how many they have at each of these things. Like the Marlin. They got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 20 is too much. All right, so 9. How many of these? Up. 4 Humpbacks. And 10 Leopard Seals. Wow. Interesting stuff. Yeah, if y'all are in the market for 1/3 ounces, Hero Bullion has got you covered. That's for sure. They got some cool stuff. Let's see. What are Platinum Eagles going for right about now? I'm kind of curious about that because since they quit making them, I think one would think they'd be priced pretty high. Let's go over to Fine Bullion, see if they have a price comparison chart. Let's see here. American Platinum Eagle. 1 ounce for $11.38.88. That's not too bad. Who's selling that? Hero Bullion. All right. Well, there you have it. Hero Bullion's got some reasonable deals on random dates. Probably be a common date that they'd send you, but still pretty cool. Let's take a look at our poll here, though, because we haven't even talked about that. What is everyone buying right now? Let's take a look here. All right. What is everyone buying? So it looks like our poll looks like majority is silver, but it's pretty evenly split. It looks like between platinum, gold, silver, almost 30% each. Not too many crypto fans, if I'm being honest. Not too many. And that's understandable. I'm not really a big crypto guy myself. So, hey, it looks like great minds think alike. Problem is, who has that money when you need to sell it? That's very true, Mateo. But the thing about that, Mateo, is, I don't know about y'all, but my LCS has a relationship with a refinery, a local refinery. So worst comes to worst, they'll send it off to be melted, which would be unfortunate for such a cool bar. But at the same time, if you need the money, you need the money. When I made that large liquidation long ago, ignorantly, if I'm being honest, my LCS paid me like $25,000 in cash, which was wild. So, I mean, but my LCS really is like a pawn shop. So they deal in large amounts of money and stuff. Like, it's very different than your just mom and pop coin shop. But at the same time, last time I was at my like regular coin shop, that's not a pawn shop, it's just a coin shop. This lady came in and bought like 3 ounces of gold cash right there on the counter. So she paid about $10,000. So you get a couple customers like that and you can pay for that 10-ounce bar of platinum, which is wild when you think about it. Now, are you going to get that at a little mom and pop flea market spot? Maybe not. But some of these coin shops, y'all, I'm telling you, if they got ounces and ounces of gold in the coin case, that means they're expecting somebody to come spend some cash. My coin shops charge a little extra if you use card, so most people like to deal in cash. I might buy 1 ounce platinum bar tonight. Thinking about it. That wouldn't be a bad idea, Mateo. The price is below 1,000 right now. That's the sweet spot. Once it's above 1,000, that's when I like to pause, take a step back, and take a little break and stuff. But when it's below 1,000, all bets are off. I'm buying if I'm looking to buy. Trump and crypto are big cons. All right, Lamar. I'm open to opinions on this channel. Why do you think that? I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're right. I kind of would probably be somewhere in the middle of your statement. I agree. I don't like crypto, and I agree that Trump has at least acted as if he is big on crypto and investing in crypto as the president of America. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure we're not too far on our opinion, but I'm kind of curious as to why you think that. So feel free to share your opinion. I'm always open to hearing people out and stuff. Even if our opinions are different, we can still get along and have a conversation about things. Don't get you started. Okay, Lamar. We don't have to go down that road if you don't want to. That's perfectly fine, my friend. Made a large liquidation myself 2 years ago. I sold about 40K of precious metals. Wow. And coin shop, and they do. They deal in cash. They've got the cash. They got cash money. That's their business. I mean, I'm not a criminal or anything, but it does kind of make me curious as to what kind of security parameters they've got. Like, do they have a dude in the back with like some crazy thing to take care of bad guys? Because they deal in probably more cash than anything I've ever seen. I remember last time I was at my coin shop, that's also a pawn shop, everybody was open carrying. I mean, all the workers anyway, so I don't think you really want to deal with that if you're looking to cause trouble. But yeah, it's interesting. I do kind of wonder how you secure such a thing. I mean, I reckon you're probably insured anyway, so you're probably covered, but dang. Sold them half my stuff. I'm going back to rebuilding. I sold my horse and trailer. Wow, Mateo. Yeah, it happens to a lot of us. We move assets into another thing, or stuff happens and we got to liquidate a huge chunk. But it's good that you're rebuilding. It's never too late to get into stacking. That's what I like to tell people. It's definitely never too late to get into stacking. I never used a card at a LCS. Yeah, Mr. Bob. One of my local coin shops will allow you to use a card, and they won't charge you extra so long as your purchase is below $200. But once you go over $200, then they charge like 3% or something like that, 3 or 4%. So I like to just deal in cash too when I go, because then I don't have to worry about nothing and don't have to pay anything extra. I don't like crypto, just the fees and taxes. There's fees and taxes on crypto? Like, I keep on missing these live shows. How often you do them? Well, Lamar, it's been quite a while, if I'm being honest with you. I haven't done one in quite some time, so you haven't really missed much, if I'm being honest. It's probably been a month or two since I've done a live stream. I've just been so busy in my personal life that I haven't had time to get around to it. But I had some free time here on a Sunday afternoon and decided, hey, what the heck, I'm not doing anything else. Let's go ahead and hop on the live stream and say hello to everybody who's probably been wondering where I've been for all this time. How heavy are you in platinum? More platinum than gold? I have more platinum weight than gold, retired and broke. Here, I'll tell you how much. I do have more weight, but the thing is, gold is so valuable. It's 3 times platinum. So if you have an ounce of platinum, but a half ounce of gold, you're more heavy in gold. money-wise. But let's take a look. I can give you exact numbers here. So we're right about 3 ounces of gold in total in my stack. And we're closing in on, let me see here, 8 kookaburras, 7 koalas, yep. We're closing in on 5 ounces of platinum. So like I said, we're heavier in platinum, but we have more value in gold. So my gold right now is worth about close to 8,700, and my platinum is worth close to 5,000. So yeah, money wise or fiat wise, I'm heavier in gold, but weight wise, I'm heavier in platinum. And then silver, I'm looking at about silver, I'm looking at about $3,500. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Crypto, capital gains 40%, so you needed 3 times to make 50% profit. Wow. Goodness gracious. 40%? Nah, I'm not doing that. That's wild. Goodness gracious. SD Bullion sent me a random ASE last week and sent me 2010s, 10 of them. Wow. That's crazy. A few months absence is better than a few years. Oh, yeah, Mr. Bob. I won't do that again to y'all. I won't leave y'all hanging for a few years. I promise you that. I told y'all that in the beginning, and I'll tell y'all that now. If I ever decide to take an extended leave like that, I'll definitely let you know. That was just a rough time I was in and just kind of fell off the map. But I'm back now, and I won't do that again to y'all. Sold a lot of silver. It's just too much to carry. Oh, yeah, Mateo. I've got about 100 ounces, but I'm slow on silver. My recent pickup were these 3 Eagles, and that's the first bit of silver, and the barbers, but I really just wanted to fill the tubes. But that's the first bit of silver I've bought in a long, long while. One thing I won't ever do is sell my Gold Buffalo 2020. Oh, yeah. That's got memories attached to it, Mateo. Absolute memories. As long as you bought it in 2020. If you bought it in 2020, that's a year that you'll never forget. That's for sure. All right, everybody. So we've been going for about 53 minutes now. We're going to wrap it up at an hour. But I appreciate all of y'all for hopping on and saying hello to me. I know it's been a while, but I'm glad we were able to do this today so that y'all didn't think I was just missing in action forever. But, wow, 40% capital gains tax on crypto. Big scam. Oh, yeah, Lamar. Oh, yeah. I think the whole thing's kind of scammy, if I'm being honest. Again, I know people make money off of it. I know some of y'all like it. That's perfectly fine, but I'm not seeing the real value in it, if I'm being honest. And its definition changes over time, which screams to me nobody has a clue what it is, right? People have said it's a store of value. Well, it's way too volatile to be a store of value like gold or silver. People have said it can replace fiat. The transaction processing it takes, the amount of energy it takes to process a transaction is ungodly. So it could never be used instead of your Visa or your MasterCard or your debit card or cash or whatever. It just never could. It's nowhere near fast enough. It's nowhere near technologically advanced. Like someone told me once that Visa makes like 1 billion transactions a second or something insane. And crypto, it's like it moves slow and it takes a lot of energy. And if everyone was using it, we'd just run out of electricity or something like that. Something wild. I mean, it's just insane. So it can't be used or replace money. It's not a good store of value because of its volatility. So what are we looking at now? We're looking at like penny stock stuff, I guess. You know, legal gambling, so to speak, or another form of gambling. I don't know. I wouldn't really go that far because, I mean, it hasn't gone to zero and it's been years. So it's not like gambling where you will lose it all, most likely. Or you could very easily lose it all. Although I believe it's possible with crypto. I can't make heads or tails of it, honestly. And when an asset is looking like that, where I can't figure it out, I'm just like, maybe not. But that's just me, and y'all do y'all, and we'll just keep on having a good time in this here thing called life. But yep, I don't see how you can make money on crypto if there's 40% capital gains. Well, yeah, I don't really see it either. The thing about it, Lamar, though, is it's 40% on whatever profit you make. So if you put $1,000 into crypto and it goes up to $1,500, you're only taxed on that $500. You're not taxed on the whole $1,500. So if it's 40% of 500, that'd be what? $200. So you made $300 profit and you paid $200 to the government. So maybe that's why Trump likes crypto, is because the taxes are beautiful on it, because that's a wild amount of money. Nice. 1 ounce platinum should equal 1.5 ounce gold in future. Minimum platinum, palladium equals AI fusion, nuclear, space tech reactors, etc., etc. I only have 4 ounces of silver, LOL, big gold, but sucker for palladium. Yeah, I agree. Retired and broke. I agree with that completely. I don't see how you can make money on crypto. Yeah, but did that make sense, Lamar? Like, when quantum computers come along, which is soon, they'll be able to crack any password or code. Yeah, that and AI, man, I'm telling you. Now, I'm not a believer in AI like the iRobot movie and like Terminator and stuff. I'm not so sure. That's not the AI we're dealing with today. But AI we are dealing with today can search the internet for information and then compile it and translate it as if it were having a conversation with you. So that's what's kind of scary, right? If I ask AI to figure out how to hack someone's computer, it could probably do that. It could probably find where the person lives, find their internet, get into their internet, track their keyboard movement, and then relay back to me the information that they received from like going into another person's private whatever, right? So that's what I think AI could be used for nefariously. Just like Bitcoin is used on the dark web and for illegal purposes, I think AI could suffer the same fate. And a lot of people overlook that with Bitcoin, but that's probably a huge driving force behind its value. I don't know. I don't know the underworld. I don't know crime. I don't know organized crime and stuff like that. But if crime is increasing on a global scale, but it looks a little different than the olden days where people just stab you in the alleyway and take your purse, that could be a driving force behind its value. And there is only so much, so every day a criminal is born, probably. So if we're increasing in the amount of criminals in the world, then maybe that's why the value is increasing. I don't know. It's kind of fishy, kind of strange. So then what's the point of crypto? It's a big scam. Right, that's what I'm saying. It can't be used to transact fiat, right? It can't be used as a store of value. So it's all hype. It's either hype or more people are adopting it. But the only reason I can see to adopt it is because A, you think it's going to keep going up, or B, you're using it to move money for illicit purposes, right? I mean, that's the only reasons that actually make sense to me that have been given. AI, BBI, AI, Skynet. You called it. Trump tax crypto. Yep. Oh, yeah. Retired and broke. That might be why he likes it so much. We'll just have to see. And cryptos aren't really hack proof. Oh, yeah. I agree, Lamar. I agree. People say you can put it on cold storage and stuff. But the thing about hard drives and things is they degrade over time. So if you put a Bitcoin ledger or whatever they call it on an SD card and you store that SD card in a safe, it doesn't have to physically degrade. It will just over time degrade. Like if you have an old digital camera memory card from ages ago and you put it in a camera, a lot of the files will probably be corrupted because that's just how technology works. It gets old, right? People wonder why they keep coming out with new iPhones because the old one was just fine. But if you go back to the iPhone like 4 or 3G or 2G or whatever, and you turn that thing on, it's going to be the slowest thing on planet Earth. And you're going to be like, how did I ever use this? Well, you didn't. It just degraded over time and doesn't work as well. It's the same with computers. My MacBook's a 2020 and it's already starting to run slow. Now I could go in and uninstall stuff and quit stuff that's running in the background, but it's still going to run much slower than it did when I first bought it. The components are getting worn out. They're getting tired. They're getting whatever, right? So it's the same thing. What's going on, Niels Hahn Dynasty? Popping in right at the end of the live stream here. We just reached the 61-minute mark. We went a little bit over time. We were planning on finishing at an hour, but good to see you, Niels Hahn. Glad you could make it even just for a moment. We saw some good people hop in the live stream over time, and it's been a good little live stream. But crypto first, then jump into silver and platinum, then buy a house. Not a bad approach, Niels Hahn. Not a bad approach at all. Buy silver, platinum, and crystallized osmium. Yes, sir. Cycles. Yep, exactly. All right, everybody, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up now, but thank you so much, everyone, for hopping on and joining us in this live stream today. Hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your week. The week's just started, so you still can make it a good week. Go out there, buy some precious metals, buy some platinum, buy some silver, buy some gold, buy whatever your heart desires. And with all that being said, be on the lookout for future videos and live streams and stuff like that. I'm going to try my best to figure out some time I can do some. But until next time, we'll see y'all.